back a little bit later so we can learn about our senses. Today we are going to be learning about all our senses, but let's review. How many senses do we have? Right? We have 4 senses. What? I hear you yelling at me. I just don't get it. What? Yes, we have 4 senses. Oh, maybe Tucker can tell us about our, oh, thank you, 5 senses. We can talk about our 5 senses. I don't know. He's not that interested. But we've been learning so much about our senses. Last week we were using our sense of sight. We have sense of sight. It is so important to learn about our senses. And especially sense of sight, we got to see everything. But today we're not using our sense of sight. We're using our sense of touch. Can you say sense of touch? I heard you, Lincoln. I heard you're like sense of touch. And we touch with, anybody know what we touch with? Oh, don't call out. Oh, Olivia, what do we touch with? Yes, we touch with our skin. Make sure that we touch with our skin. Yeah, we mostly touch with our hands. You are so right. But we touch with our skin. Tucker, do you want to learn? I don't think he wants to learn yet. So we're going to do a little cool activity. And we're using our sense of touch. That means we're not using our sense of sight. Our sight can tell us to figure out what touch, how something feels. Okay, we're going to be learning about the word texture. Everybody say texture. Great job. It's how something feels. Say texture. It's how something feels. It's how something feels. So we're going to be working on that today. And right now, you can look at this. You can't touch it right now. This is Tucker's favorite toy, but he doesn't want to play with it right now. So right here is a texture. Looking closely to it, what kind of texture, how do you think this feels? Bumpy, spiky. So we're using, you guys actually use your sense of sight and your schema to figure this out. But today we're not doing that. We're like going to close our eyes, but we don't need to close our eyes. But we are going to use our sense of touch. Yes, we're going to use our sense of touch. Now, I'm just looking around my backyard. There's so many different textures. We see rough. We have a tree right here. And I know from bark, from using my knowledge, schema I already know, I think it's going to be rough. Ooh, it is rough. I don't want to sleep on that because it's rough. I see grass. Grass blades are sort of smooth. I see trees, that is spiky. Some of those leaves on that tree is a little bush is spiky. So we're using our sense of touch. And everywhere you go, I want you to go home today and just go look at the different textures. We have wood. Wood is has little splinters, so it could be a little spiking on it, not as smooth as you think. We have objects that are hard, all right? That wood, this is rough, the tree is rough, but it also is very hard. I don't want to be running in that, no. This right here, texture is spiky, but it's a little squishy too. All right, so we're going to do something today. You guys are going to get out your scientific notebook. You're going to be becoming scientists. I'm going to put my science goggles on because now I'm becoming a scientist. And your job, guys, it's science time. You become scientists. I gave you the little power of being a scientist. I'm about to be done with this video and Miss Peppy's going to take in. Thank you, Miss Peppy, for taking in. You are going to get this cool little bag. And we're going to use our sense of touch, right? And we're using our skin to do it. Now, we're not using our sense of sight at all. Miss Peppy's going to explain to you why is it so important to use your sense of touch, all right? Now, your job is to get on your science goggles if you want to become a scientist. Your bags. Thank you, Miss Peppy, for getting these bags out. I really appreciate it. So you're going to get this bag and watch me first. I'm going to put an object in it. I have to use my schema. My senses have nerves. They're connected to my brain. Yes, your sense of touch has nerves all over your body that connect to your brain to trigger your brain to think, ooh, I know what that feels like. And we're not using our sense of sight. We're using our sense of touch, and you're sending messages to your brain. These nerves are amazing, and we're using that schema that you guys have so much. You have knowledge that's stuck in your brain, and you can remember. So what I'm going to do is, you're not telling me what object it is. You're telling me how it feels. You're telling me the texture. Everybody say texture. All right. So what I'm going to do is put my hand in the bag, and I'm going to feel an object. Oh, this hurts. Oh, I don't want to lay on this. Oh, it's not smooth, what could it be? And then I'm going to figure it out. Miss Peppy's going to tell you more of it. But we're only using our sense of touch and using our skin, which sends nerves to our brain. And in our brain, there's knowledge we already know, which is called, great job, Ryan, it's called schema. All right, guys, are you ready? Maybe Tucker. Tucker, come here. Let's see if he would like to join, because I know you guys want to see Tucker. Let's see if he'll come. Tucker. Because I want to see what texture he is. What do you think what texture Tucker's fur is? How did you know that, Scarlett? How did you know that, Ashlyn? Why do you think his skin is soft? Fluffy? Why do you think that? Wait a second. You never touched Tucker. How do you know? Right, it's called your schema. Tucker, look. Let's see if he comes over here. There we go. I got him. So here's Tucker. Everybody say hi to Tucker. Miss Peppy, I know you miss him. All right, so I'm gonna feel him. Oh my goodness, you're so right. He's the smoothest dog ever, so soft. Just wanna snuggle him. All right, boys and girls, Tucker's gonna say bye, and I can't wait to pass it. Miss Peppy, you got the rest of the class. Tucker doesn't like me holding him. All right, guys, enjoy. I can't wait to hear about all your textures. Ready? I can't wait to see what you guys figure out. Say textures. All right, you are going to figure out what texture. Remember, don't use your sense of sight. You're using your sense of touch. All right, guys, great job. You can do it. See you later.